What's up, guys? Today on the channel we're going to be talking about the Smith & Wesson M&P 1522, which is an AR-15 chambered in .22 long rifle. And you might be asking yourself, why would I want an AR-15 chambered in .22 long rifle? Ask myself the same question. I have, a few AR-15s chambered in .556, so where does this come into play? Why would you want one? I bought this on a whim. I wasn't shopping for them. I knew about them. But I came across it on PSA's website. They were on sale. I used my military discount. And I think out the door before the FFL transfer fees, because I live in a different state from South Carolina now and everything, I walked out with $280. So for $280, I got three 25-round magazines, the rifle itself, and then you have your option of optics. So what I chose to go with was the Magpul M-Bus sights, right? Very popular, effective, but on accident or however it happened, I was sent the other option, the red dot from Smith & Wesson, which I didn't really want. I haven't really tried it out. There's not even a battery in it. But because of that, I got the red dot sight, and then Smith & Wesson had to send me the pop-up M-Bus sights. So that was pretty cool because these are worth about $100 in and of themselves, right? So my thought process when I purchased this firearm was training, basically. To me, that's really the only niche that this is going to fill. For me, I do have a son. He's a little bit young to be shooting now, but I do eventually want to train him to shoot on America's most popular sporting rifle, which is the AR-15. And it being chambered in .22 LR, it's a very cheap round to buy. So we can shoot a lot of rounds and not spend a lot of money. On top of that, the controls are essentially the same. Overall, the build of the rifle, other than the material used, is essentially the same. You still have your safety selector switch, exactly the same as a 5.56 AR. You have your, your beaver tail. You can lock it back, slap it, and it'll go forward if your magazine's empty or whatever. You have your mag release, exactly the same. The only thing that's really different than your standard AR-15 is it doesn't have a dust cover, but it's a .22 LR, so I'm not going to hold that against Smith & Wesson. One thing that should be noted about this firearm is that besides the barrel, it is basically solid polymer. The lower is polymer, the upper is polymer, and the free-floating handguard is also polymer. Aside from that, it has your standard mil-spec buttstock. It has your standard pistol grip, as any AR-15 would come with, your mil-spec pistol grip. But I thought it would be a very good training platform. The big question that comes into play when talking about .22 LR is in semi-automatic, it's not always the most reliable round. So what I did today is we have three separate types of ammunition that we're going to run through this gun and see how it performs. The first is American Eagle. This is 38 grain hollow point. And then we have Federal 40 grain full metal jacket. And then we have CCI 22 subsonic 40 grain. And I'm going to be pairing that with the Silencer Co. Sparrow 22, which I have been very impressed with so far. It's my tax stamp. Sorry about that. But we're going to run one magazine of each different type of ammunition through it and see how it holds up. And we'll see where we go from there. So first up, we have the 40 grain Federal FMJ. Let's see how she does. All right, so next up we have the 38 grain hollow point American Eagle. All right. Ran flawlessly. All right, so lastly, we have our CCI 40 grain subsonic coupled with the Sparrow 22. So see how quiet it is and how well it performs. I should have took my Hearing Pro out for that one because that was flawless. So that's 75 rounds, 3 different types of ammunition through 3 magazines. I'm pretty impressed, to say the least. So to sum it up, guys, I was pretty impressed with the way the rifle performed. For the niche that it fills, I don't think you could do a better job. It's a cheap rifle to buy. It's a cheap rifle to shoot. It's a cheap rifle to train on. So if you're in the same position as me, where you have a child that you want to teach to shoot eventually, or you have a friend who maybe is looking to get into firearms, but you don't want to blow money on 5.56 because we all know how expensive that is, I think it's a really good option. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.